He wasn't attacking me.
Mina, he sunk his teeth into your neck. You were screaming.
In ecstasy, he's helping me transition from Psy to Sang.
From what to what?
I'm a Psy. I feed on the psychic energy of others. Trey has reached the level of Sang vampire.
As in sanguine? He feeds on blood.
He is my master of the night, and I am his willing victim.
Like her?
Looks like you went too far with this one.
Never seen her.
Well, she was bled dry last night in the same building where you're shooting that video.
I wouldn't expect a weak-minded drone like you to believe me.
So why don't you help me out there, Trey? I mean, you're the one who paints pentagrams in human blood. You write lyrics like, thrill is the kill.
The kill is the thrill. Death is my skill. My music is art. My life is art.
Well, your life is going to be prison, and it ain't going to be blood that you're sucking and sing.
In New York City, sexually based offenses are considered especially heinous. These are their stories.
Hey guys, welcome to Munch My Benson. My name is Adam. I'm here in Albuquerque, New Mexico, and I am joined on the line by Josh. How are things, Josh? It's getting cold up there, isn't it?
Yeah, it snowed today again. That's the, I believe the third time it snowed. So far, it's all stuck. It's supposed to get over freezing, I think, on Wednesday for the first time in like a week and a half.
Yeah, we actually had a pretty good snowstorm ourselves a couple days ago. Still a little bit clinging to life.
Okay.
It didn't get too much above freezing the last couple days, but it should be gone soon. It usually lasts until about lunch, and then it's gone here.
Yeah.
Just the sun is so intense.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Josh, I went on such a deep dive for this episode. I don't want to tell you until we get there.
Okay.
But I spent so much time on websites that really are tangentially related to this.
I was going to do one, and then I decided not to. I was like, well, maybe Adam will do it, and if he doesn't, I don't think it's important enough to go into it.
We'll see.
Yeah. If I didn't have recap duty, I might have.
Mm-hmm.
But recap and guest stars, it was more.
Yeah, these there were some guest stars in this episode, weren't there, Josh?
There were a couple, yeah.
Yeah, one of them.
We do have a little bit of pod biz.
Ooh, pod biz. I love pod biz, usually.
This is both good. So it does pain me to say that Ricky Lindholm's Pennsylvania birthplace is not, in fact, pronounced Cootersport, as we'd hoped. Per local news reporter's pronunciation, it is instead pronounced Coudersport. Not as cool.
No, that is like have a Pennsylvania ring to it, though.
In the worst way possible.
Yeah, I've been watching one of those. I watched the first season of the Netflix documentary about Alex Murdaugh. Do you remember that guy?
Yeah.
The South Carolina lawyer who murdered his wife and child.
The first season's from like a year and a half ago, right? Or 2 years ago?
Yeah. I think 2 years ago. This was before the trial, or like the trial just started.
Yeah. No, we watched the first season. We haven't watched anything subsequent to that.
Definitely, I could feel like in the low country of South Carolina, there could be a Cootersport.
100%.
Yeah, we were just down with the boys
instead
in
of Cootersport, it's Cootersville.
Yeah, Cootersville.
Cootersville.
Man, the thing I find, there's a lot to dislike about those people and
the
world they live in. The Murdochs, yeah. But the thing that really upsets me...
I just didn't want South Carolina, the entire state, to think you were those peopling them.
My brother and my nephews and my sister-in-law used to live there, so
Yeah.
I've spent some time there. It does give me the creeps. I'm not going to lie. South Carolina gives me the creeps more than other states. Anyways, the thing that upsets me the most about it is that they pronounce his name, and it's spelled, unequivocally spelled Alex Murdaugh, and they pronounce his name Alec Murdoch, and it drives me fucking crazy. And I want to scream every time somebody says Alec Murdoch.
Yeah. We also, thanks are owed to Actual Gremlin on Apple Podcasts, who gave us a 5-star review and said, great recaps and interesting facts about the cast and the real world events that inspire the eps. I really appreciate J&A's deep knowledge and passion for film. I love when a podcast is hosted by people who genuinely get along and have great banter.
Huh.
Super professional, as the guys say.
Oh, they must not be paying for the for the Patreon, though they should.
They are. They are.
Oh, nice, nice,
Yeah.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Is that Stripe then, or is it the brain gremlin from Gremlins 2?
I don't know. I'm just glad to be getting praise from Gremlins.
Yeah,
It's high praise.
I'm thinking it's the brain gremlin. That's my favorite gremlin. I'm a huge fan of the brain gremlin.
That's safe to assume.
Although Bat Gremlin's pretty cool, and Electricity Gremlin is kind of hard to top.
Yeah.
Although Lady Gremlin from Gremlins 1 is pretty cool too. I like her style. She's got a thing.
She's pretty punk rock.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, she's great. But yeah, that's all the pop biz I've got.
Great.
What are you drinking, buddy?
I haven't been sleeping great, so I wasn't feeling 100%. And the temperatures, I mean, it was fucking not as cold as Minnesota, but also, I don't know. It was cold this morning. It's been cold.
Well, it's also like when it's cold in the desert, it's fucking cold.
Yeah, it's cold. It's like it's hot. It's hot in a different way, and it's cold in a different way. So I have some Pull It Right on the Rocks, as per usual. But instead of drinking a beer back, I have some hot tea in here in my Happy Holidays seasonal mug. And then I've also, in the very cool, very large array koozie, of course, the official, unofficial radio telescope of the pod, which hopefully they're still working, even though those fucking science-hating heathens probably have destroyed everything. Anyways, I'm drinking a Kirkland sparkling water. How about yourself, bud?
From my Tony's on the Pier.
Such
down
a
to
good
Beach,
glass,
California.
too. Really good design.
Oh, yeah. Great design. Official, unofficial bar of Munchy by Benson. I'm obviously also drinking Bullet Rye because, as we established last time around, I've gotten some back in stock.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm back on the,
back on the sauce.
Back drinking Bullet. Yeah, back on the sauce.
Yeah.
And I've got in my
Nice.
Naval Academy.
Oh, it's Naval
Yeti
Academy. I thought it
koozie.
was like an off-colored Nebraska koozie.
No, Naval Academy.
Similar N.
Yeah. But I've got a hams on
Nice.
layaway.
Nice. Delicious. The beer, refreshing.
Yeah. The beer, refreshing.
Yeah.
From land to sky, blue waters.
I need to go get some booze soon too. I finished my hibiki a little while ago that I had gotten a while ago, and then I'm very close to being done with my bullets. So probably need to get another bullet and get something as the other. I like to have two. I have some other shit.
I have multiple whiskeys. I can see. I've got Oban. I've got Viker straight rye whiskey. The regular Oban.
12 or whatever.
14. I've got that Heaven Hill Woodford Reserve. I got a couple others.
Would you say that Heaven Hill isn't too far away?
It is not. Yeah.
Yeah. I have some random shit, but I need to re-up the actual drinkers soon.
I suppose.
Let's do this, right?
This week, we watched Season 11, Episode 13, PC, which in this episode has 3 different meanings.
It sure does.
It sure does.
There's some witty banter in this episode.
It's overflowing with it. A low-stakes foot chase of a dude who snatched a cell phone out of a drunk girl's hand leads an officer to the discovery of a very bloody girl who can barely muster the presumed name of her assailant, Mitch, before she's taken off to the hospital and pronounced dead immediately thereafter. Stabler and Benson head from the hospital to the site where she looks to have been attacked. Her blood everywhere, presumably, including on a pair of panties Olivia discovers, and presumably on the wall where the pentagram and accompanying vampire sacrifice, vampire spelled with a Y, mural have been slapped across the wall in blood. Back at the house, Finn's tracked vampire sacrifice down to a URL for a solo death metal act for a guy named Trey Greenway.
So much to say about this.
Yeah. Whose brand new video looks to have been shot at the crime scene and probably up online the next day, though there's no real sign of their Vic in it. Stabeson pay a visit to Trey's candlelit apartment. Fuck den, whatever the fuck it is.
I think it's a lair.
Lair, maybe. Fuck lair, though. It's a fuck lair.
Oh, yeah.
Where he's got a pale young lady with bound wrist, ecstatically awaiting her transition from sigh to sang.
At this point, this is the best episode I've ever seen.
Dude. It is such a bonkers, first act.
Yeah.
Stabler tells Trey that it's going to be dicks, not blood, that he's sucking in Sing Sing if he doesn't drop the act and start talking, which might be the most poetic prison rape taunt that's ever elicited the alarm going off here. Unfortunately, Trey was in the Bronx all night, shredding with his potential backup band. And the blood was stolen from a blood bank that his Psy-Vamp works at, which leaves them back at square one for about 14 seconds of screen time, where they ponder hemophilia before a gaggle of mute women walk into the bullpen with printouts of SVU's flyer, asking if anyone can identify Jane Doe. Turns out Jane Doe is Elisa, occasionally pronounced Alyssa, Davies, and per a certain self-described D-lister, she's a lesbian who is dead because of the NYPD.
Plot twist.
What? Babs Duffy, queen of
course,
Lesby Strong, is demanding results. But Cragen tells her that she's barking up the wrong tree at the NYPD if she thinks SVU doesn't care about lesbians. Babs blusters at Kroblenson, telling them they don't know shit about the LGBTQIA movement and that there's an epidemic of violence against lesbians that the NYPD is sweeping under the rug. She then tries to insist she's going with them to notify the family while refusing to give them details, like her address, until Elliot threatens her with an obstruction arrest. They head off to Elisa. I can't remember now. It's been a few days.
I want to say it was Alyssa, but
yeah, it's not spelled the way Alyssa should be, but whatever. They head off to Alyssa's fiance's Chelsea apartment, where a bereft Sharon was wondering if her fiance had just headed off to make their wedding bands when they brought news of her death. Babs is waiting outside Sharon's apartment, where she hurls positively insane insults at Stabler's ass before pointing them to the Biased Crimes Task Force, where Babs's contact says she's nuts, but that if there is someone targeting lesbians near where Alyssa was attacked, that they should check the kitty corner, where Sharon just so happened to work. When they get back to Hell's Kitchen, Lesby Strong people are pounding the pavement, alerting passersby to the killer on the loose. Sharon's co-worker at the kitty corner says Sharon will fuck shit up as the bar's enforcer, and that she saw Sharon shove Alyssa on the patio and then chased after her when she left. Sharon's apparently an aggressive and beat her last girlfriend, who says that Mitch is a coital pet name of Sharon's that's short for my bitch. While Babs is playing the self-promotion game to cameras, Stabler and Benson approach Mitch, who hauls off and cold cocks Stabler at her pet name coming out of his mouth. Mitch won't talk with Elliot in the room. Babs storms into the precinct, gets distracted by how hot Cabot is, and then whines to Elliot about how they've arrested an innocent woman and that women only react with violence when threatened by the patriarchy. Sharon says Alyssa got her into therapy to help her stop hurting people she loves, and that her saying Mitch had to have been because she was confused and needed Mitch's help. Mm-hmm. Then Finn comes in and tells Liv that there's been another attack. This time, it's Lesby Strong member Rosemary, whose BlackBerry was taken during the rape and whose assailant said Babs is next. At Babs' place on protective detail, Babs takes Benson's bedside manner as a sign to make a move, which Liv says isn't on the menu, but that doesn't mean Babs won't still try to turn her. Luckily, Liv is saved by the relief bell, so she heads back to the precinct where she asks Elliot if she gives off gay vibes before they get a call that a man with a tire iron was shot trying to break into Babs' apartment via the fire escape. The doctor won't let them get a DNA swab from the guy who was shot on the fire escape without a warrant, but the shooting victim doesn't have a matching tattoo that correlates to Rosemary's assailant as caught on surveillance camera, and he does know Babs, but that likely owes to the fact that they're dating and can be seen kissing on his phone's lock screen. She says she'll never stop fighting for lesbians, even though she's hot for Larry. Lesby Strong holds the rally SVU'd previously wanted canceled for everyone's safety to hopefully draw out the serial rapist, but not before they make Babs come out as bisexual to her followers. Elliot spots the identifying spider tat on the hand of the owner of the print shop across the street that misspelled Babs' name earlier. They haul him in, and when Cabot impatiently asks why Stabler's soft-shoeing the perp, who they have no evidence on, Benson takes that as her cue to butch it up and take this one home. She runs hard at the perp, pushing all his anti-lesbian buttons until he gleefully admits to raping the two Vics while Liv's hand is firmly cupping his junk. Babs thanks them for catching the rapist, says Larry broke up with her, and then grabs Stabler by the necktie and kisses him on the way out the door. And we get a... Bisexual Babs can still commit sexual assault, right? Dick Wolf.
Look, they also said that the Q was questioning, which I'd never heard before. I always thought Q was queer.
Yeah, same.
But she said questioning.
Did you look it up?
No, I didn't. Actually, what I remembered something that I should have looked up while you were doing this recap, and I started to look it up, and yes, it does exist. Guys, there is Olivia Benson Babs Duffy fan fiction out there.
Yeah, obviously.
And I found it.
I thought you were going to the lesbystrong.com website, which
no.
I did check. Doesn't exist, sadly.
No, I am opening an account for us though on Face Union. That's for sure, because
sure.
I hear Finn can go viral there really quick.
Big time. So, guest stars. Mm-hmm. We've already talked about Stephen Gregory playing Dr. Kyle Beresford. That was in 152. I gave your mom a guardian ad litem end around.
God, so good.
Talking season 5, episode 19, Sick. That's the one you've done twice.
That was the Michael Jackson one, because I did that on the
yeah. These are their stories.
Yeah, that was fun.
We've also already talked about Jamie Lynn Concepcion, who is playing Uni Delgado, who saves Liz from...
Who shoots Larry Luft in the ass.
Yeah. We talked about her in 225 Soda. Talking season 12, episode 11, Pop. Jennifer Restivo playing Janet. We talked about her in 163. Maybe they could not talk about murder weapons up butts in front of his new girlfriend. Talking season 15, episode 9, Rapist Anonymous. There she was playing Melissa Bloom. And we've talked about Scott Nicholson playing Uni Sullivan. That was in episode 76. We've already used Detachable Penis. Talking season 7, episode 18, Venom. There he was playing Uni Walker.
I guess he has
presumably a different guy, although he could have taken his husband's name if
he could be Walker Sullivan too, or Sullivan Walker. You could go either way. Do you think he ever made to captain as Sullivan, so he could be Captain Sullivan?
One hopes. First up, Kathy Griffin, who's playing Babs Duffy here. She was born in Oak Park, Illinois. She grew up in a self-described, quote, dysfunctional, end quote, and quote, Irish alcoholic, end quote, family, and was sexually abused by her brother, who was 20 years older than her when she was 7. Her family later shunned her when she tried to get her brother arrested when she learned that he had abused other children.
Yikes.
Yup. Yikes. At 18, she moved to LA, where she studied drama at the Lee Strasberg Theater and Film Institute, and became a member of the Groundlings, though that happens a little later. That happens more like around 1990. But at the Groundlings, she was Mariska Hargitay's improv teacher. Yeah. She started doing stand-up in the 90s, getting her first HBO comedy special in 98. In 2008, her first album debuted at the top of the Billboard Top Comedy charts, making her the first woman to debut at number 1 on the comedy charts. She's done 22 comedy specials. She's in the films Shakes the Clown, Medusa, Dare to be Truthful, Pulp Fiction, It's Pat, 4 Rooms, The Cable Guy, Who's the Caboose, Trojan War, Courting Courtney, Dill Scallion, Muppets from Space, Lion of Oz, Enemies of Laughter, A Davis Christmas Carol, On Edge, Run Ronnie Run, Beethoven's Fifth, Dinotopia Quest for the Ruby Sunstone, Her Minor Thing, Shrek Forever After, Hall Pass, and Cursed Friends. She hosted Premium Blend, Kathy's So-Called Reality, Season 1 of Average Joe, All-Star Reality Reunion, Kathy Griffin, My Life on the D-List, Kathy, and Fashion Police. She is main cast in Suddenly Susan. She had recurring roles on Ned and Stacy, Seinfeld, Dr. Katz Professional Therapist, Dilbert, Spider-Man, Search Party, Crank Yankers, and Unconventional. She's also in 1 episode of The X-Files. Then we've got Sutton Foster playing Rosemary. She was born in Statesboro, Georgia. She was raised in Troy, Michigan. She competed on Star Search at 15. She finished high school via correspondence courses so that she could join the national tour of the Will Rogers Follies. She attended Carnegie Mellon for a year before leaving to pursue a career in the theater full-time. She's been nominated for 7 Tonys, winning 2 times for her turns in Thoroughly Modern Millie and Anything Goes. She's in the films Shrek the Musical, The Angriest Man in Brooklyn, Gravy, Anything Goes, and the upcoming film, The Beast Is Yet to Come. She's main cast in Bunheads and Younger. She had recurring roles on Flight of the Conchords, The Late Show with David Letterman. That wasn't recurring. That was multiple episodes, but in an acting capacity. Doc McStuffins, Ridley Jones, and Solar Opposites. She married her college boyfriend, Christian Borley, in 2006. They divorced in 2009. She married screenwriter and Terriers creator Ted Griffin in 2014. She filed for divorce from Griffin in late 2024, pretty much the same time that her Music Man co-star Hugh Jackman announced that he left his wife of 29 years after a messy year or so of very loud whispers that Foster and Jackman were having a torrid affair. One that's been speculated to have begun as far back as 2008 when her first marriage was ending.
What?
Yeah.
Man, I don't want to give.
I
Mayor
mean,
Rose
obviously they
advice to
weren't
anybody.
together for like the entirety of those 14 years.
But if you're madly in love with Wolverine, don't get married to a different guy. You know, he's got the adamantine. You know.
Yeah. But yeah, there were apparently whispers back in 2008 that was kind of why her marriage with her first husband ended.
Mm.
And then they were cast in The Music Man together, and, well, that's all she wrote. They're now dating. Chad Dinella is playing Ronnie Watley here. Born in Toronto, attended the Arts York drama program. He's in the films The Long Kiss Goodnight, Disturbing Behavior, Final Destination, 100 Women, Shattered Glass, Hate Crime, Saw 3D, Taken 3, Middleman, and Knox Goes Away, which you saw in the theater.
No, I didn't see Knox Goes Away in the theater. Oh, I did see Knox Goes Away in the theater. That's right.
Go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
How dare you? How dare you question whether or not I know you saw a movie in the theater?
That's right. It's a movie about losing your memories, and I completely forgot about that.
The irony is delicious.
It was professional. It was pretty good. Yeah. I don't need to rewatch it. You know, it's not that kind of movie, but it was fine. Right. It's fine. It's a good adult film.
Yeah. But not that kind of adult film.
Yeah, not that kind of adult
film. Michael Keaton wasn't hanging dong and penetrating people. He had recurring roles or appeared in multiple episodes of The Practice, Smallville, Providence, Taken, which is not related to the Taken series, though he is in Taken 3 also.
Weird.
Ghost Whisperer, Majority Rules, Scandal, and Blind Spot. He's in one episode of The X-Files as well. He's been married to Joni Burton since 2007. Then we've got Kate Udall, who's playing Sharon Harris, Mitch. Mm-hmm. As I idly speculated last week, she's the daughter of 30-year U.S. Congressman from Arizona, Mo Udall, early frontrunner for the Democratic presidential nomination in 1976 before losing to Jimmy Carter. My uncle worked on his campaign.
Wow.
Her brother, Mark Udall, was the junior senator from Colorado. At this point in time, he was for, I think, 3 terms, maybe 2.
Yeah, he was around for a while.
Yeah. She got her BA from Yale, her MFA in acting from UC San Diego. She has a postgrad diploma with merit in voice studies from the Central School of Speech and Drama in London. She's taught at West Virginia University, University of Oklahoma, Sarah Lawrence, and the National Theater Institute, along with a bunch of other places. She's in the films Choke and What We Found. She had a recurring role in Daredevil. She's in 1 episode of the original series and 1 Criminal Intent. And we've got Bryce Rhinus, who's playing Trey Greenway, the frontman, only man in Vampire Sacrifice.
God, I love him so much. He's so cool.
Well, because he's originally from Northern California, obviously.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. He was a business major at USC, where he was also in the a cappella group, the SoCal Vocals.
Oh, God.
Oh, yeah.
I don't like that. I don't like that at all.
Yes. He's been in 5 Broadway shows, 7 off-Broadway shows, 2 national tours. He appeared on 3 cast albums and has released 2 personal albums. He's been principal soloist with the Boston Pops, Houston Symphony, Buffalo Philharmonic Orchestra, Atlanta Symphony, Jacksonville Symphony, and Hollywood Bowl Orchestra. He appeared on TV in the cast of Hair, Peter Pan, and Rent live. That he was in Hair means plenty of people have seen his dong on stage, presumably.
I imagine it sold well, so lots of eyes on it.
That was around this time, if I remember correctly. He had a recurring role on It Could Be Worse. He lives in Pasadena with his wife and 3 kids. He also does custom woodworking, specializing in tree houses.
Really?
I went to his Instagram. His work looks pretty good.
Nice.
Yeah. His woodworking Instagram his woodworking looks solid. Yeah.
Did it look as good as the Vampire Sacrifice website?
It looked better than that. Agreed.
Everybody has their own taste.
Then we've got Raina DeCourcy, who's playing Mina here. His
victim?
The Psy.
The
The
side to
Colin
his
Robinson
saying.
of this episode.
The side to his saying.
She's a psychic vampire. She's an energy vampire. We saw her playing Lizzie Zane way back in episode 15. Amaro's Peculiar Sense of Smell.
Yeah.
We're talking season 13, episode 15, Hunting Ground. I believe she was one of his victims.
Yeah, she did look very familiar
the
to
Long
me.
Island serial killer's victims. I think she's the one who got away.
Okay.
Raina DeCourcy got her BFA in acting from Rutgers. She has a bunch of stage credits in New York and Chicago. She's in the films Coming Up Roses, Girls Against Boys. She's in Grand Theft Auto 5, which Sean is in, as is
Bryce Reines.
Bryce Reines, kind of.
Yeah.
Beach Pillows, Stuck, Wetlands, and Red Dead Redemption 2. Next up, we've got Curtis McLaren, who's playing Detective Omar Ellis. He was Brooklyn born and raised, graduated from SUNY Purchase. He was a stage actor on Broadway and regional theater across the country. He's in the films The Hard Way, Murder Without Motive, the Edmund Perry story, Fresh, Ripe, Private Parts, Brother to Brother, The Happening, The Oranges, Occupant, and Every Secret Thing. He had recurring roles in Oz and The Confession. He's in One New York Undercover, One Deadline, 2 episodes of the original series, One Trial by Jury, 2 episodes of The Wire where he's the florist.
Yeah. For the great funeral scene. Yeah.
Yeah, he does the gun bouquet or whatever.
Yeah, exactly, which everybody thinks is amazing.
And then he's in one more SVU. He died from a brain aneurysm in 2014 at the age of 44.
That sucks.
Just a bummer. He was fun in this episode. I really liked him.
He had a good role.
2 more. We've got Leslie Rodriguez Kreitzer, who's playing Donna, the bartender. She was born in Manhattan and raised in Livingston, New Jersey by her Jewish father and Puerto Rican mother. She attended Livingston High School and graduated from the University of Cincinnati College of Conservatory Music. She's got a ton of illustrious stage credits, garnering a Tony nomination for her turn in the Spamalot revival and 3 Drama Desk nominations for the Great American Trailer Park Musical, A Catered Affair, and Spamalot. She's in the films The Other Woman and Millers in Marriage. She had recurring roles in The Battery's Down, Vinyl, The First Lady, Bridge and Tunnel, New Amsterdam, and Hasbin Hotel. And she played Carol Burnett in The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel.
Huh.
She's been married to musical director Vadim Feichtner since 2013. And then we've got Rose Cius playing Aggressive Number 1.
I love the aggressives.
She's from Greenville, Mississippi. She went to Edward R. Murrow High School and Pace University. She has 54 stunt credits, including a bunch of TV shows with multiple stunt appearances. She's been a stunt double for Venus and Serena Williams and Tyra Banks, because she's pretty tall. She's like 5'10", 5'11".
Nice.
She's in the films The D Word, Goodnight Charlie, White Dudes Can't Rap, The Undercover Man, and The Stand-In. We will see her one more time. That's all I got.
Nice.
So the episode.
The episode starts with a bang.
Sure does.
Great cold open. Really bonkers cold open.
Yeah.
So many things I like here. The drunken bar selfie in low light with a not very good camera, because this is old.
Who would do that?
It was never going to turn out with a guy that she doesn't even know his name. She doesn't know his name.
Yeah.
She calls him Steven. It's actually something. I forget. It's Thomas Gibbons. That's the actor's name. Scott. And that cop, man, he's like hitting the ground running after the thief. Like he's fucking Ronnie Lott, you know, and he kind of like, he like blew the route, but then is recovering to make the tackle. And that is
someone's going to get fucked up.
The most unrealistic thing in this episode is that the cop is immediately just like like no pause.
Engaged.
Yeah, immediately going after it. Oh man. And then the thief just is like, he's like, I didn't do that, later, and walks away.
That's not me.
Oh,
And then we
love
get
it.
that's a lot of blood.
Mm-hmm.
She utters the word
Mitch, she does. Oh, Mitch. Oh, Mitch.
Mitch.
My
She
Mitch.
should have said my bitch.
Uh-huh. Then we would have understood maybe where this was going.
Although it's probably better that we didn't.
Yeah. He calls in the address. It's 1022 West 48th. I hadn't done this in a while, so I was like, let's
It's in
figure
Hell's
out.
Kitchen, right?
Well, it's...
I know a lot of the stuff later is.
Yeah, it's definitely... it's so West 48th Street is in Hell's Kitchen, but 1022 West
It's in
48th
the
Street
middle of the river?
is well offshore. It's about 4 or 5 blocks offshore in the middle of the river.
Sure.
But yeah. But yeah, it's, it's in the general area. Now, like, they're asking the officer first on the scene, who's just a cop. He's not a doctor. He's not a medical examiner. He's not a detective. They're asking him for a lot of details about what's going on in this case. Things that he shouldn't know about, including whether or not she had panties on, because she's still alive. She's been in surgery. Why was...
Well, she is still alive as far as he knows until about 5 seconds from now.
Sure, but still, he tells them that she doesn't have panties on. Why does he know that? Why does he know that she doesn't have panties on? Check under the hood? Just like, look, I mean, she's bleeding all over the place, but, nobody's around. I can just,
She
pretty
did.
gross. Pretty gross. It's not like Warner's in this scene, right? Like, if Warner was in this scene,
No,
obviously,
she can just sense
she
that
knows.
panties have been.
She knows.
Yeah. Yeah, it's her sixth sense.
Uh-huh.
Haley Joel can see dead people. Melinda Warner knows when people are or are not wearing panties.
Amaro can tell if
Yeah,
Liv
he
has
can
had
tell by
sex
smell.
in the last 24
He
hours.
just needs his 5 cents. His 5 senses, they do all the work. Because that's smelling. Oh, man. It's peculiar. But
so one of my first problems with this episode, I'll tell you, I just think from a plot device standpoint, I think it's dumb to keep her alive just to say the word Mitch and then have her die. I think they could have done this a little more artfully. Or have her die
disagree.
Have her die
Strong disagree. We need the misdirect.
Have her die in Sully's arms.
If we don't have the misdirect.
We don't get vampire sacrifice.
Yeah, we don't get the entire first act.
That's true. But have her die in Sully's arms or something.
I believe earlier you said the first act of this episode was like the best thing you've ever seen.
Yeah, no, I mean, I see what you mean. It's just, I just hate if there's somebody who goes to the hospital, unless we're in the room with them, talking to them, they die, right?
Obviously, yeah, but we don't want to be, we don't need to talk to her. She's a red shirt.
Mm-hmm. I get it.
She's a victim in spirit only.
Did they give her credit?
Yeah, she does, because she said a line.
Okay. Well, she said one word twice.
Oh.
Good for her.
Yeah,
No,
Ashby
she didn't.
Dodge.
Oh,
Ashby Dodge.
Ashby Dodge.
Yeah.
Ashby Dodge.
Yeah.
Alyssa Davies.
Her only credit.
Mm-hmm. Good for her.
Ashby, if you want to come on the pod, we'd love to talk to you.
Tell us all about it. What was it like to lay in a pool of fake blood under a banner of even faker blood?
And under panties that were hanging from...
Just hanging in an unlikely place.
Yeah. So she's dead. We miss you already, Ashby.
But because Rollins isn't on the unit yet, Finn is our computer guy. And he finds vampire sacrifice.
No. You're skipping some pretty important things here because we go to the crime scene first.
Oh, that's right. Yes, you're right.
So Stabler and Benson are investigating the crime scene like they're the first fucking people there.
It's very strange. And okay, so there's no extras in this scene?
No, but there absolutely should be. CSU should have found these bloody panties. Liv should not be finding them hours and hours later.
There's no extras in this room, but Elliot is shouting to people that aren't there to like, oh, bag this and tag this.
Bag this, bag that.
But they're not in the room.
Yeah, so the second AD didn't book all the background that they needed for this.
Did they just forget to bring the extras to this location or something like that?
It's crazy shit. It's crazy shit.
Because it's really, they add some canned audio to make it feel like the room has people in it,
but the room is
very empty. Yeah, it's very empty.
But CSU didn't find the bloody panties or the vampire sacrifice blood mural.
Which is a little bright red for a blood mural, I feel.
But it does feel like it would jump out at you.
I really love everything having to do with Trey Greenway.
I mean, the name.
The name.
The name is doing a disservice to the frontman of Vampire Sacrifice. Trey Greenway is very much...
Trey Greenway should have a name like Euronymous or Necro Butcher or Dead or Varg Vikernes, you know? He should be a member of Mayhem or Bertsum. Yeah. And this is, well, I spent a lot of time on the members of Mayhem's various Wikipedia pages.
Okay. Is Mayhem who I think they are? The
Mayhem is the seminal Norwegian black metal band that was burning churches
where
across
one of them
the country.
Killed one of the others.
So Dead was the front man.
This was your dive.
Yeah, gosh, I spent so much time looking at this. Dead was the singer of Mayhem, and he was very weird. Like he would get dead animals and sleep in bed with the dead animals, so he smelled like death, and he would be buried in the cold ground, and he would throw rotting pigs at people while he was on stage, things like that. Anyways, he eventually committed suicide, and a suicide note is somewhat famous because the first line of it is "Pardon the blood," but he blew his head off with the shotgun. But when that happened, one of the other guys, this guy Euronymous, he was the first person on the scene. And he saw what happened. He went back and got a disposable camera and rearranged the corpse, took a bunch of photos of it, which he later used as the cover to one of their albums. Oh. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And allegedly took a large quantity of...
Because Dead was crazy.
Yes, he was completely crazy.
But Euronymous...
Yeah, so Euronymous was fucked up.
Crazy
He allegedly also took a bunch of brain matter and skull fragments and was making jewelry out of the skull fragments and allegedly ate some of the brain matter, but that is contested. Anyways, this pissed a lot of people off. Necro Butcher left the band because of this.
As Necro Butcher would have.
But Varg, who is probably the most famous to our minds, I guess got into some arguments with Euronymous about various things. It ended up that Varg stabbed Euronymous to death. Now, Varg went to jail, got the max sentence in Norway, which is 21 years. He, because he was also being charged with some of the church burnings. We're talking medieval churches. Well, one of the funny things about the murder of Euronymous is that for a while it was unclear which former band member had murdered him because multiple of them had made threats against his life.
Yeah. Anyways, he was a hard guy to deal with, apparently.
Yeah, but Varg Vikernes is now a famous white supremacist, and he's an Odinist. So he's been disavowed by much of the black metal community for turning his back on Satanism and adopting a more Nazi Odinist religious philosophy. These people are fucking nuts. It's this is what happens when you live in a country with where the healthcare is too good and the schools are too functional, where the society is too functional. You turn into these fucking people.
Adam doesn't want Luigi to be freed. That's what he's letting us know here.
No, free Luigi, guys. It seems like there's a lot of fruit of the poison tree there.
I mean, we've talked about fruit of the poison tree a lot on this podcast, and it sure seems like that is the case here.
Yeah. We'll get to a different kind of fruit of the poison tree later, if you know what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so Trey Greenway, it makes sense that he would have to record his death metal under a moniker.
You don't think Trey Greenway's a cool name for a black metal
No, it sounds
artist?
like a linebacker for the Vikings. He would be lining up next to Chad Greenway.
Yeah, or the first of 4 acts in a Branson, Missouri, country music review. Mm-hmm.
Or he's the third the second scion of a political dynasty.
Yeah. He's the dipshit who drunk boats his friends to death and eventually gets murdered by his dad.
He lives through it and gets to run for office, and he's third, so he's Trey. But brutalized and left to die.
Oh yeah, so his tracks: brutalized and left to die. Little on the nose. Kiss the goat. I want to hear Kiss the Goat. Kiss the Goat sounds fucking awesome. Their next track 3. This one's for Benbot. 2 Candles. And then the final track 4, is, I'm going to try to pronounce this correctly.
Well, we know that 2 Candles is not enough for Trey.
Well, but I think it's a reference
because when we get to the
Benbot
fuck layer
relationship. Oh, there's so
sure,
many
but
candles.
when we get to the Trey fuck layer, there are way more than 2 Candles.
Yeah, but the last track on this Vampire Sacrifice download that you can get, which we're calling this an EP, right? Because they're 4 tracks.
100%.
I mean, unless they're like 12-minute tracks.
We assume it's not like a Fela Kuti thing.
It could be. Yeah, it could be like a Fela Kuti thing, or like like a Pink Floyd, like when they're doing echoes, that kind of shit, So this one, Necrocomic Conversion. Necrocomic Conversion is all one word. I don't know if it's a misspelled Lovecraft reference or like a nod to the popularity of Comic-Cons. Maybe there's a Comic-Con for...
but it's both.
For people that like the smell of death to linger in their nose at all times.
Yeah.
Who feel like their music can't be understood by people who aren't being splattered with actual gore.
Sure. Now, I was hoping here that we were going to get a pro-vampirism treatise.
I know. They had... God, it could have gone...
It got close. We walked
close.
up to the edge.
We sure did. Yeah.
But Stabler kind of correctly thinks that Trey's all about shock value and pissing people off. And so he thinks that Trey's not necessarily good for killing their Vic.
Yeah, but I mean, I was achieving the goon state, and I think Benson was too, when she walks into the apartment, sees... I mean, we're not... He's keeping Pier 1 in business, which apparently Trey Greenway stopped buying candles because they went out of business shortly thereafter.
Well, it was... They filed for bankruptcy when I was in L.A.
Okay.
Yeah. There was a Pier 1 on Hollywood Boulevard, like 2 blocks east of the 101.
Yeah.
And it was still there when we moved there in 2015. It probably closed in 2016 or 17. So.
Yeah, there was a Pier 1 in Galveston when we moved there, but it closed while we were there.
Right. And I would assume that Trey maybe, or Bryce Reines probably lived in Hollywood at a certain point, but then he moved out to Pasadena where he was building tree houses. And so that Pier 1 probably fell.
Oh, really? Times. Yeah, it really fell on hard times. I mean, you got high rent because you're in Hollywood, and your number one customer.
Tell me about it. But yeah, they lost their biggest customer.
Yeah.
Now, did you feel like this was maybe Count Chocula product placement?
was there Count Chocula in there?
She calls him Count Chocula.
She does.
Benson calls. Yeah.
Man, I've got my brain so warped because I just watched Ghostbusters, and there's a lot of product placement in Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
Like a lot.
Yeah.
It is. There is Coke.
There are probably accounted for a quarter of the budget.
Seriously, there are Coke products strewn about every scene in that movie. Just about.
Yeah, it's like Night of the Creeps, which was all either Pepsi or Miller.
Yeah.
I think the whole movie. This vampire fuck den is amazing.
It's amazing. Set deck nailed it. And I mean,
100%. I felt like I was in an episode of Forever Night. And I mean that in the most complimentary way possible.
The performance, there were sparks flying there.
Oh. I mean, I think I speak for both of us when I say semi.
I mean,
half?
Guys, if you haven't seen the episode, I mean, I'm telling you, this is a really fun episode the whole way through, but definitely
the first
go out
act.
and watch up to this point. and then
you
get this on VHS. Get this on VHS so you can wear out the tape right at this scene where she's tied up with her wrist. What is she tied to? She's like, I mean, they have long ties. She's tied like very far away.
I bet it's C-stands.
She's tied far away. With I
fantastic.
guess nylons or something. I don't know. It's great.
Yeah.
Great stuff. And he is gnawing on her neck. He is the
Yeah, she has a bandage on for the rest of the episode.
yes.
Yeah. So they bring them in after coitus interruptus happens.
Mm-hmm. Fucking
And
terrible.
She tells them that he is helping her transition from Psy to Sang. So she's transitioning from being Colin Robinson to being
to being an actual vampire that drinks human blood for sustenance, which apparently
to being Nandor.
Somebody named Trey Greenway is a sexy, dangerous vampire who wears as much guy liner as JD Vance, or at least in the same ballpark.
Yeah.
A lot less embarrassing when you're vampire sacrificed to do it than when you're the fucking vice president.
And we're cross-cutting here between Mina
And Trey.
and
Trey
Trey's
Greenway.
interrogation. And this is where, like, it's so obscene that I'm going to have to drop it in twice.
Oh my God. I mean, you have to cut this audio.
Well, your life is going to be prison, and it ain't going to be blood that you're sucking in Sing Sing.
It is, wow. I feel like it's a problem.
It might be, but at the same time, when you heard it,
I have all caps. I have all caps several times at the beginning part of this episode, but I definitely have all caps in my notes.
and I gotta say, Trey doesn't break character while telling Stabler that he was auditioning a backup band in the Bronx, shredding.
Does he have to, like, bite them in to be his backup band? Or, you know what I mean? Like, you can't
Like
just have
jumping
one
him in,
vampire
but
on
he's biting
stage.
him in?
Yeah. You know, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
How does it work? How does it work
I
in
think
the
so.
vampire death metal community?
Well, he's a Sang, so they've all got to be Sangs, right?
Can't you call it blood metal? They should call it blood metal, right? That should be the genre.
They should call it Fang metal.
You think fang metal's, like, cooler than blood
I
metal?
think blood's not hardcore enough for
metal's
if
pretty
you're a
cool.
vampire, if you're a vamp metal band.
A vamp metal band. Anyways.
Because it's troll metal.
Work on this.
I think it's vamp metal. It's just vamp metal.
Hmm.
That cuts through because troll metal's troll metal.
Yeah, I mean, but that's different. Because, like, you know, trolls are trolls. Vampires are, like, elevated. You
Yeah,
know,
but
they're,
vamps
like,
are vamps.
sophisticated. Yeah, vamps are vamps, but vamps aren't necessarily vampires, you know? You can just be, like, a sexy Elvira type, you know, and be a vamp, but you're not drinking blood. Does he drink blood on stage? I want to know. He should.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Do some Ozzy
Has
shit,
to.
you know, bite the heads off bats and stuff. I had nightmares about Ozzy Osbourne when I was a child. I used to think
Thanks,
he was coming...
Tipper.
Yeah, exactly. And then I was like, oh, he's kind of boring. His wife's sucks.
Look up Tipper Gore if you don't know what we're talking about, people.
Yeah, you know.
Fuck her. Kids should have nightmares.
Anyways, Trey's afraid of getting HIV, even though he drinks blood.
Yeah.
But the sex is really hot.
The blood was her offering from a blood bank, so it's clean. But yeah, the sex is hot.
I mean, she didn't need to tell us that. We knew.
Yeah, we saw. We were both aroused.
Trey Greenway.
Trey. What a hunk. I wish he'd build me a treehouse. They're totally going to vampire sacrifices for escape, right?
I mean, I hope so. Liv seemed to be into it. You know.
Yeah, I mean, she saw Scandal Game. She gets it.
Oh man.
We know that candles are very important to Liv. This is canon. Cabot, Porter.
Yeah. No, but she had a candle. I'm trying to think, like, how heavy a candle that's like a foot in diameter.
Oh, they're 78 pounds.
They're crazy.
Yeah.
That's a big fucking candle.
78 pounds. Those are huge candles. Fuck that shit. Sorry, I just saw that it's gonna be blood you're sucking in Sing Sing note again, and it's so insane. All right, so we find out that the Vic was a hemophiliac who bled out after potentially like scraping something while she was getting dragged in. Then we're told it was Stuart Power deficiency, which I didn't look up, but
Did not mean either.
I know that has been changed. It's now called something else.
Mm-hmm.
The asthma case that they're referencing, that was Tiana Rice, who was a 16-year-old girl in Brooklyn who died after her rape triggered an asthma attack followed by cardiac arrest. Mm-hmm. That was I think 2006. Then enter Sutton Foster and Kathy Griffin with printouts of the "Do You Know Me" flyers saying the NYPD is killing lesbians.
Apparently, also, there's about 15 lesbians in New York City because they keep showing up over and over again.
Yeah.
It's all the same ladies.
Yeah. It's a small scene, but it's an important one.
Yeah, they're committed.
And this is where we get the line.
We're dykes, we're pissed, and we're not leaving till we get results.
Yep. There's a lot of fun stuff.
The best part of the episode is before Kathy Griffin shows up.
I mean,
I think we all
let's
agree.
be real that this is still preposterous and bonkers, and like a lot of crazy things happen from now until the end of the episode.
Yeah, 100%. Like this is an episode that has things happen because we immediately find out that she is the president, founder, and spokeswoman of Lesbi Strong.
And her name's Babs Duffy.
Babs Duffy.
I can't say Babs Duffy enough.
Now, I paused it on the business card.
Uh-huh.
There are a couple of notes.
Okay.
Founder and president are hyphenated together on one line.
Founder-president.
Founder president.
But it's not, is there space? Is it founder space hyphen space president? It's founder president.
Founder president.
I mean, maybe in Lesbi Strong they have different titles for people.
Sure, could be.
Uh-huh.
Spokeswoman is on the second line under her name.
Okay.
So
did she spell woman with a Y?
No.
Because I feel like her character would have.
Standard spelling.
Okay.
Yeah. Though maybe Babs would have. Our department needed to think about that a little more. Probably.
They were kind of rushing this one, I feel like.
Also, it's the colors of the rainbow going across Roy G. Biv.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's Roy G. Iv. There's no second blue.
Oh, yeah. Interesting.
I just thought that was odd.
Mm-hmm.
Because they could have had the com up above and have the com be one color.
Mm-hmm.
So Kragan's like, we care about lesbians, unlike the rest of NYPD. You're barking up the wrong tree, lady, because we're the only people in NYPD.
We're the good guys. We know what LGBT means. We know those words. There's 4 of them. We know those words, all of them.
We don't know the other ones. The
but to be
QIA.
fair, neither does Babs Duffy.
100%. Yeah. So she calls him Curly. She calls Stabler Jack Webb. I had a hard time wrapping my head around whether or not this was actually written for Joan Rivers. And
it was written for Dennis Miller. Dennis Miller was going to do it in drag. That was the original.
And then they were like,
plan.
Maybe that's gauche. But why is she only making references to shit from the 60s and earlier? Exactly. Very weird. Babs is a lot.
Babs is a lot. Not to quote our perpetrator, but Babs is a little daffy,
Sure is.
Oh, right? Because I'm a lesbian, I should be at home with my cats sheetrocking my bathroom? I mean, I would be, if I had cats and I needed to sheetrock.
Yeah, you're chopping up bullshit in your fucking backyard.
Ruining my neighbor's
you
chipper
fucking
shredder.
up your neighbor's chipper.
Dude, I didn't even put anything big in there. Just clunk. So pissed off.
But while Babs is a lot,
Sharon.
There are multiple points at which I'm asking, is she trying out a mid-Atlantic accent?
What accent is this? What fucking accent
what is
happening?
This?
She's adding like 4 extra syllables to fiancé. She's like, fiancé, my fiancé, my fiancé.
It's like Sharon is the product of Jimmy Stewart and Katharine Hepburn. She's their child, and they raised her to imitate all of their diction together. It is bonkers. I wasn't in the room with Mo Udall. I never met him.
Uh-huh.
Maybe he spoke this way also, but this is batshit crazy, right?
Well, she did study in London, right? Did I hear that correctly? I think she might
Yeah,
have...
but that was like weird post-grad. She'd already studied at Yale and UC San Diego.
But you've met those people that like...
Perverts. Yeah.
They take on accents a little too quick.
Perverts.
Yeah, and so I think she decided that
Madonna.
she enjoyed it a little much, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Very weird. Very weird. I know we both... I presume that we both had issues with this.
Which part of Arizona is Mo Udall from?
It was a strange choice to make given what the character is supposed to be, which is the butchest of butch lesbians.
Well,
she's an aggressive.
Josh, that's Night Sharon. Day Sharon apparently is
Katharine Hepburn.
Katharine Hepburn.
Is Katharine Hepburn,
but just without quite a splendid like house coat. You know, she's not wearing a. Sure. She doesn't have like she only changes clothes once or twice during the day, not like 40.
And she's only Katharine Hepburn in an African Queen. It's not even like bringing up baby Katharine Hepburn. No.
It's wild.
Okay. It's nuts.
I kind of love the Day Sharon, Night Sharon like throwaway plot point.
I like the concept of it. The execution I'm not so sure about.
Yeah. But I really want to know more about this. It really feels like
we're
like
both
the episode could have been
fascinated.
Do we meet Day Sharon again? I'm a little confused. Really,
well, no, because she's in during the day. She is like leaning up against the car and like decks.
I know that's what I'm telling you. Is it like, when does the turn happen?
The trauma has possibly killed Day Sharon.
Is it like Night?
Well, okay. I think Day Sharon is Sharon, Night Sharon's Mitch. So for the sake of ease, I think after they visit Day Sharon, I think we never see
she becomes
again,
Mitch.
And
She's Mitch the rest of the time. Yeah, because you notice like, well, she wasn't talking to Elliot when they go interview Day Sharon though, and right, she was ignoring Elliot in that scene.
Sure, but it's still. I think it's still Mitch from
but she was like
the apartment.
She looked like, what would I describe her as? She was like the housewife who's been ignored at home for like a decade and is now striking out her own in some kind of like moving indie picture.
Well, you're just talking about Thelma and Louise.
Exactly.
I mean, that's what's happening here.
But then she turns into like the guy that rapes
or Desert Hearts.
Attempts...
Maybe you're going for the more sensitive Desert Hearts version of it.
No, I'm going for Thelma and
Louise.
Louise.
Helen Shaver.
And I have to tell you, I don't remember which one is Thelma or Louise. Thelma is Gina Davis, right?
It's probably been even longer for me than it has for you.
And I could be way wrong. Please sound off in the Discord, guys. Join the Discord so you can say how wrong I am. I'm going to say Thelma is Gina Davis and Louise is Susan Sarandon. She's more like Susan Sarandon, honestly.
Thelma's Gina Davis, Louise is Susan Sarandon.
Okay. She's like a pre-whatever parking lot incident, Susan Sarandon, and then also the guy that tries to rape them in the parking lot. That's what I think Day Sharon, Night Sharon is. That's my theory. Because she really turns into like a bruiser. She's a real bruiser. You feel like she's got her cigarettes tied up in her sleeve there.
100%. Yeah. She's gonna go fuck shit up with the Sharks and Jets.
I like that BD Wong got.
No. She is Michael Paray's right hand in Streets of Fire.
Okay, wow, yeah.
Nailed it.
I like that BD Wong got a week of work just to tell us about Big Apple aggressives and about aggressive culture.
Yeah, this is great.
Another great website. They had a lot of them in this one. This is the era of websites.
Sure. Now, okay. Babs on the street says that Stabler's ass is huge.
I'm sorry.
What? Is she high?
I'm sorry. I mean, there's one thing we know. That is cut from fucking marble. It's chiseled stone.
Is there a more cut ass on
television
in this hemisphere? Hemisphere. I'm willing to go to South America. Prove me wrong, people. Prove me wrong.
I mean, it's impressive, and there's a lot of Was Benzler a thing back then when this episode came
Had
out?
to have been.
I mean,
season 11.
yeah,
It surely was.
definitely. Yeah, it's 2010. Because there's definitely a lot of Benzler content here.
Yeah. So then we get go talk to Omar Ellis and
Mhm.
Brooklyn Bias Crimes. And he thinks Babs is a nuisance more than anything else. But he says Kitty Corner will know. And that's where Sharon said she worked. So obviously there are a lot of fingers pointing towards her potentially being the killer.
I'm a little confused why Babs is so buddy-buddy with Brooklyn Bias Crimes. She doesn't live in Brooklyn. She lives on West 19th Street.
Yeah, but that's where all the lesbians are hurt.
But the lesbians aren't hurt
isn't
in
Larry-
Hell's
isn't
Kitchen?
Sorry.
Larry Luft.
Isn't,
Larry Luft?
Larry Luft, he's from Brooklyn, right?
Oh, he is? I
think he was from Brooklyn. I might be wrong, but I thought he was from Brooklyn.
Yeah. But yeah, she's a nuisance.
Yeah. Now they go to the kitty corner and the bartender calls her Elisa, not Alyssa like everyone else has. And then she must have gotten a note after that, but they kept her mispronunciation in the cut.
Yeah, they didn't
because
have budget
you
for...
have one or two takes tops.
Yeah. If you're the bartender, you don't get another take.
No. So she's just going to look like an asshole who doesn't know the girlfriend of one of her coworkers' names or how to pronounce it. She's looking at the sign to her right that is,
Her script probably had it was a Lisa. That's probably how it was written out.
Yeah, her sign's just that's it. It's just written the name is just Alisa.
But that's the name. But it's probably there was a space between the A and the L, which was confusing.
Elisa? All right, so then the name Mitch is floated here, which is the second time that we get a weird look when that name is mentioned, because obviously
it's like, oh, Mitch. Uh-oh.
But obviously, Mitch or sorry, Day Sharon would respond I don't know what that means. Mm-hmm. But the second weird look that we get when Mitch is floated amongst this community, amongst the kitty corner scene.
The Mitch knowers.
Yeah, the Mitch knowers. So this is where we find out that Mitch shoved Alyssa on the patio, and she calls herself the bar's enforcer and runs the Big Apple Aggressives. And we immediately see Babs grifting like she was made for our current media environment.
Oh, yeah. She's good.
I mean, she's just too early,
Yeah.
Sharon's got a history of violence and beat her last girlfriend, and apparently it goes by Mitch in the sack. Elliot gets slugged when he calls her Mitch. Mm-hmm. Then Kat argues that feminism should dictate that he press charges against Mitch for assaulting an officer.
And she's really playing tough here. This is not the battered wife at home in the trailer.
Right.
Clutching onto the memory of her lost love. No, this lady is tough. This lady should be in Beat It. She should be sparring with a knife with her wrist tied to her other combatant. Yeah. She could be in the Warriors.
Girl fight.
Yeah.
Now, unfortunately, we get more of her here, and her voice just doesn't jibe with what she's supposed to be playing.
Well, it never did.
Is she going for Katharine Hepburn? I get that there's a lesbian vibe to
Oh,
Hepburn.
Sure. Oh, there's a vibe.
But this is some
different
really
kind of
shit
vibe.
being
Different
pulled
kind of
together
vibe.
Here. Yeah. Not this. Not motorcycle gang brawler.
Uh-huh.
That's not what we think of when we think of Katharine Hepburn.
Kate never worked in a body shop, Josh?
No. We find out that apparently, per our assailant, lesbians are ruining the neighborhood. And at this point, I feel like I am in Night of the Juggler.
I know, right? It's really
it's bonkers.
White Flight, but for these lesbos are moving into my West Side.
Are lesbians really not?
Remember when this was the gayborhood 5 years ago? God,
Yeah. I can't walk 3 feet without seeing a Subaru.
Yeah. They're everywhere. The Subarus are everywhere. They, oh my god. They're holding hands. They're doing remodeling jobs. They have Etsy shops.
So then we get protective custody at Casa de la Babs.
Uh-huh. Oh yeah,
She says, "You're like Ellen, Joan Crawford, and Calamity Jane all rolled into one." Again, very weird references.
I know. Well, I mean, Ellen at least is
A monster.
timely,
A fucking monster.
but at least
Ellen's
a modern
a
reference.
Let's not forget that she's a monster.
It's her first reference that's not from like 1965.
So obviously, Kathy Griffin or Babs tries to kiss Liv.
Babs Duffy. Mm-hmm.
There is a scene that was in the promo that wasn't used in the episode where they do kiss.
Oh,
yeah,
really?
But not in the episode, just in the trailer.
Wow. Now, oftentimes we shit on Hargitay's performances, and I think that in this scene, here. I think she's great. I think Hargitay is great in this scene.
The one time she does the whisper thing, it fucking plays into everything.
Yeah. I think she's great here. I wish that there was somebody else on the other side of the camera.
Yeah. I know this is my big issue with this episode. Obviously, Kate Udall, not great. But not as much rests on her shoulders. I think Kathy Griffin is ill-suited to do the lifting that she's required to do here.
To me, it's a weird role for her, right?
There's a reason she's not in a lot of dramatic stuff, and that she basically just plays herself over and over. And I know that she's not really supposed to be dramatic here, but there are dramatic beats that she's supposed to hit, and she doesn't.
This scene could have worked really well with somebody that could act.
With Stephanie March, maybe?
We all know it. I mean, I think, let's be honest, I think Babs Duffy knows it too. Because, she stopped dead in her tracks.
As we all would have. As we all would have. Ben Bot for life.
That's right.
And you know what? I'm going to get one tattoo ever, and it's just going to be Ben Bot.
Ben Bot,
no one's going to know what it means, but
get it a tramp stamp, Josh. Or get it on your knuckles. Get it
in between.
Robert Mitchum. Yeah.
Ben Bot.
Exclamation point on the last one. Uh-huh. Oh, no. Yeah, you could just do 3. Uh-huh.
Yeah, do it in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
The valleys.
Yeah. That wouldn't hurt.
So, I ever give off a lesbian vibe?
Yeah. Well, I wonder if this was in the zeitgeist as well. It
100% was, because there'd already been the Benson and Cabot sort of nod. Yeah, that had already happened.
Yeah.
But then Stabler's like, "I get hit, you get hit on," which I love that line.
Yeah, honestly, Stabler had a lot of fun. In this episode.
Yeah, lots of fun until he's sexually assaulted at the end. Unwanted kiss is sexual assault.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, it is.
Even if Babs Duffy's doing it.
Yep. Even if
he
it's
gets
from a bisexual to a married man.
Yeah.
He gets assaulted and sexually assaulted in this episode.
Yeah.
Very problematic.
Men can be victims too. Even Trey Greenway.
We all saw Novak sexually assault a man. Well, it happened before, but it happened. We know it did.
It was Casey. It was
Novak.
We know it.
Well, no, I'm just saying it didn't happen on screen. We didn't actually.
Oh, that's
see
true.
It, but
that's true. But yeah.
Yeah, men can be victims too. Women can victimize men. Delgado wounds the assailant on the fire escape. Babs is shaken up.
She shoots him on the ass, and he falls down onto the street. And then Sharon.
Well, no. He's taken down to the street from the fire escape.
I thought he fell and fell down. Maybe he was taken down. Maybe he just fell on the fire escape.
I think he fell on the fire escape. I don't think he fell to the ground, because that motherfucker would be dead.
Still, Larry Luft is having a bad fucking day.
He sure is. He's having a bad day. Sharon topples the gurney while he's on it too.
Sharon goes beast mode on him. She comes in there like fucking Marshawn Lynch, and she's going to win the Super Bowl all by herself, and fucking demolishes him.
Right.
That was definitely Night Sharon. There was no question.
No, that was Mitch.
And she was carrying 4 police officers when she did that.
Oh yeah. But we get to the hospital and there's no spider tap.
No.
And then we find out that Babs and Larry are kissing in a tree, Humping.
Mm-hmm.
Now, why the fuck does Liv need the photo of the spider tat on her person at the rally?
But why does Larry have a tire iron? Is that ever?
No,
fully
that was on the
explained?
fire escape. The tire iron was on the fire escape. Babs explains that.
Okay.
But okay, we're at the rally. We're at the rally, and they've mystifyingly told Babs that she has to come out at this rally.
Which is, I mean, they convinced her to be true to herself.
No, they forced her out of the closet. Crazy.
And immediately everybody just hard turns on her. Like, you fucking betrayer. You betrayer.
While this is all happening, they are looking for the assailant. They're looking for the rapist. And Liv has in her hand a blown up picture of the hat with a spider tat. Now, again, I ask, why does she need that picture? I know why. I know why it's happening. I know why it's happening.
It's
I know it's to remind the audience.
Yeah,
we're morons.
100%.
We're watching in a hotel.
Mm-hmm.
We went, took a dump.
Absolutely.
Whatever. But live within the world of SVU, and not for just to make sure that the morons at home can follow along. Should never need this photo with her.
I love the idea of Mike Post watching this scene and writing the score, the dark music swell as Babs breaks the hearts of the entire Lesbi Strong community. It's just like this dark swell as we know that the movement's coming apart at the seams.
Yeah, because she has to come out or they'll never catch him.
Of course, all they could have done is just like hang around the building for a little while.
Print shop man's hand.
The guy who printed Babs Daffy on the fucking posters. Maybe go talk to that guy again.
Maybe talk to him. Now, Liv, bad cop's Elliot's good cop because Cabot's impatient. Yeah. And the sex will be better if Alex has this in her spank bank.
And what do you think about Liv as the militant lesbo activist?
I mean, she butches it up. Her blouse is unbuttoned. Like her blouse is like unbuttoned to the fucking navel.
Yeah,
she's got that like white undershirt,
throwing her leather jacket underneath. Down. Yeah.
Oh yeah. She corners him, nearly grabs his junk.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and then,
like her hand is there.
It's hovering.
Like
what a
away.
Scene! What a scene! She's. It's not even inches. We're talking like microns away.
Yeah. Like her hand can feel like the psychic tendrils coming out from his junk.
Dude, there was like heat emanating from his loins.
Oh yeah. I mean, heat emanating from her hand too. Like, yeah. This is going both ways. There's heat exchange happening. And he pushes her the final inch and then says, oh, yeah. Yeah, I raped him. I raped them all. He basically dursts here, but he's not on a hot mic.
In the bathroom.
He's just with a hot Liv. And Stabler's like, she got him one hell of a performance, I think.
Yeah. And then, man.
Then Babs is out as bi. Larry didn't like taking a bullet in the ass, so they're done.
You got to put that Liv and Print Shop Boys exchange.
Ronnie Watley.
Yeah. Just like how all us lesbians are a mistake, except the good news is how to correct us. But you want to make me right, don't you, Ronnie? Correct a bitch like me. Grab me off my feet. Throw me to the table. Bend me all the way over because you've got everything you need to make a real woman right between your legs. That's when the hand is a millimeter from the junk. Great scene.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep. It's something. It is. It's really good. It's a great scene.
It works. It's
no notes. No
it's
notes.
Completely preposterous, and yet it works.
Yeah. No. It's like the craziest, most nonsensical thing, but it's great.
Mm-hmm.
It lands. It totally lands.
Mm-hmm. And then Babs Duffy assaults Stabler.
Does the thing, and she kisses Stabler and tells him to call her sometime after sexually assaulting him.
Mm-hmm. He's married.
Dick Wolf.
Still.
He's married. They're unseparated.
He hasn't bombed his wife's car yet, to get rid of the old ball and chain.
Whoa. Adam. Whoa. And that's the episode.
So I guess that means, guys, it is time for us to rank this one. Of course, we rank these episodes each and every week. We rank them on the overall quality of the episode, the quality of the guests therein, how problematic the episode was, and the depth and breadth of lives ruined. There's definitely places where this is going to score very high, and there's other ones where I have more questions. So I think we can just get problematic out of the way, right?
Yeah.
It lands, right? It's everything we want. It's everything we want.
I mean, the vampire shit, like...
It's amazing.
Yeah, this is one of the most fun episodes I can remember.
Really fun. Really, really fun. So, okay, we're going to bounce around a little bit. So I'm giving problematic a 10.
I'm fine with that.
Kind of without
100%.
reservation.
Yeah.
Quality, the fun bleeds into quality. It's really fun. It's really fun. It has a lot going on.
It has the crazy first act turn.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the entire first act is insane, but the turn from vampirism to whatever, we're also meant to believe that like maybe this lesbian activist is haphazardly going out against everyone but lesbians when a lesbian could have done it. Like there's a lot of there's a lot of
things. Big Apple
there's
aggressives.
A lot of things going on here. It's really fun. Yeah, Big Apple.
Day Sharon and Night Sharon. I mean, there's a lot of things going
Sharon
on.
and Mitch. I mean, the whole Mitch thing.
Great shit.
Now, I mean, Les Be Strong is really fun. This is really fun. Like, I don't think it's a 10, but it's pretty high. Like, it's like an
high.
8, right?
It's an 8. Yeah, I think it's... So, we gave an 8 to Ballerina. We also gave an 8 to We're a Long Way
Ballerina,
from Bayside
which Daniel
High.
Truly wrote.
Yeah.
Same writer for both this and Ballerina.
I think it suffers like similar problems as Ballerina does, where it's a little uneven at times. I think this one is funner than Ballerina.
If Ballerina is an 8, then I say this is a 9 quality-wise.
Yeah, this is more fun than Ballerina.
Right, this is more fun, and I think it doesn't... Like, the issue with Ballerina was that it had a weird, 8 minutes between just the two of them.
Where the
cutting...
Yeah, where it didn't quite work because a lot was resting.
This is moving the whole time.
It never stops. It never fucking stops. I mean, the perp is barely in it, and he is.
And when he is
kind of doing the crazy thing.
It's the most electric scene I can remember. It's bonkers.
Yeah, okay, so I'm fine with that.
It's bonkers for a great reason. It's bonkers because it gives Hargitay something to do that's really fun.
That's out of character.
Yeah, out of character and out of character in such a fucking great way. This helps me remember that Hargitay can be great.
Yeah. And it's out of character in a way that really works with her character, if that makes sense.
And it's also it's a weird, the episode does a really good job of taking Elliot out of his comfort zone a lot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But Elliot and Kragan both are perpetually out of their comfort zone for the entire episode. It's kind of fun.
Yeah.
You kind of have a gender role reversal for Stabler and Benson in this episode. Because Stabler's just kind of what the fuck can I do?
I'm just along for the ride here.
I'm just getting sexually harassed this entire episode.
Yeah, it's great. Okay, so we're taking the high points here. So let's do depth and breadth of lives ruined next. So we have Alyssa is dead. Mitch's heart is broken.
Alyssa has a line. And
Just a line.
Mitch.
Yeah. Well, Day Sharon is gone. I think Night Sharon is all that exists now. So Day Sharon is gone.
Mitch has taken over. Or maybe it's not that Mitch has taken over, but Mitch is the only one left.
If the character was landed better, maybe that would hit with a more emotional weight. But it doesn't quite land as hard as you want it to.
One of the two big problems with this episode is coming up here too. Rosemary's raped.
Rosemary is raped, exactly. But afterwards, the line that I have from that, which we didn't even really talk about, is, "Oh my God, he took my BlackBerry." So again, I think they didn't do a great job of landing the trauma.
Well, I actually felt that it read okay because I've worked with so many of these people.
In
the industry. And so because she is the right hand to Babs.
Yeah, so everybody's
she has
going to find
defined her entire self-worth through her relationship to her like superior in
basically
in
having
essence.
Babs's Rolodex on her BlackBerry.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
okay.
So like it's the sort of like she feels like she has to pay fealty to her to Babs, her like superior in her like
her
calling,
rabbi,
even if it's not her work, like in the community that she considers herself a part of. And so like I think that still reads to me.
Yeah, okay.
Just having had to work with people who like work with the second the right hand of the person who's the shot caller.
Yeah.
Seeing that a lot, that tracks to me.
Okay. So how do we feel about Vampire Sacrifice's career going forward here? Do you think this helps or hurts?
Helps.
Yeah.
Any like news is good for a band like Vampire Sacrifice. I think.
Yeah. Do you think the kids were like? Do you think there was like vampires?
They're
are
huge
hot,
in Romania
wave?
now.
Yeah. They're touring the Schwarzwald right now.
The Schwarzwald and the fucking the Balkans.
Yeah.
Big in the Balkans.
Yeah, I hope so. Okay. I don't feel like it fully lands the things that it wants to land.
No.
As far as the depth and breadth of lives ruined. And
no,
so it's,
sure. It's pretty minor. Like obviously we've got a body dropped.
Uh-huh. And we have another rape.
Yeah, absolutely. And we do know Rosemary a lot better.
As much as you can know somebody in one of these episodes.
100%.
So many things are happening.
Much more so than Alyssa, who says one word.
Yes, exactly.
And then we just know through Mitch's eyes.
Will we see the tears from Day Sharon before she turns completely?
Sure. I like it's like a 4?
Yeah, I think so. It's not fantastic. And it's sad because now the episode takes a turn. Because we have a lot of Kathy Griffin here. And
we also have the Vampire Sacrifice first act.
I'm talking guests here. We're talking.
Oh, I know. No, I'm talking. I'm talking. We've got Bryce Rhinus and Raina DeCourcy in the first act.
What a scene!
I think they're a lot of fun. I really do think they're a lot of fun.
They're fantastic. They're great.
So I want to talk about the good. Yes. They're fantastic.
They are fantastic.
Such a fan of their work in the first act. So we've got them. I think Curtis McLaren's great. Detective Omar Ellis.
I think Sutton Foster is very good.
I think Sutton Foster's fine. Like I think it's not as juicy a role.
Exactly. She's a small role.
She has a lot of time, but it's not like a role that she gets to do a lot with.
No.
And I think Chad Dinella as Ronnie Watley is fun also.
Yeah, he's fun in a weird way. He's fun in the I'm the perpetrator in Night of the Juggler kind of way.
Yeah, but
he really has that vibes. Yeah.
I mean, he doesn't get there.
But I could see him going home from his job at the print shop to the ruins of the South Bronx.
Absolutely, yes.
Like roasting a rat and a ruin.
He's still able to find the ruins of the South Bronx in 2010.
Uh-huh.
So I think they're all really fun.
Uh-huh.
Sutton Foster, I think, is solid.
Solid, but yeah, it's not that juicy.
Right. But we have maybe the two most central characters in this episode are
the ones on which the episode really rests. Well, and Sharon Harris.
No, I'm saying definitely Babs Duffy. She's the most central person to this episode. And then maybe it's Sharon Harris. It's either Sharon Harris or Rosemary. Like it's either Sutton Foster or Kate Udall. But two of the top three certainly guest.
The difference in the role between the Sharon role and the Rosemary role is that the Sharon role is like requiring kind of a pretty broad range
because you got to be Sharon and Mitch.
You got to be Sharon and Mitch, you got to be sad, you got to be angry, you got to command the scene.
Yeah.
And it doesn't really work. And then there's Kathy Griffin being Kathy Griffin, which
works for some scenes but doesn't work for other scenes.
Yeah, works great in Seinfeld.
Yeah.
I don't know that it works so great here.
I think there's a lot of fun with other people. Kathy Griffin works like 60% of the time and doesn't work 40% of the time. I don't know that Kate Udall works at all.
Yeah. Do we call this a 6?
I was thinking 5.
But think about how good. The vampire sacrifice candle scene.
Vampire sacrifice is great. Okay, I'm fine. Yeah, I'm fine with 6.
Like, this is a 7.25, so it's not like we're like juicing the stats or anything.
No.
I think it's a better episode than that in a lot of ways. We gave it a 9 on quality, so we both enjoyed watching this.
And 9 on quality, 10 on problematic, which are I think to you and me, generally speaking, those are
Our favorite categories. Yeah, those are the ones. Those are the ones I'm scanning first. 100%. Occasionally, it really works, and Depth and Breadth of Lives Ruined takes the day.
It doesn't get there. It's whatever.
They didn't stuff a child actor in a cooler.
Yeah, there's no child actor in a cooler. Like, I mean, that's really where
that's where they failed on this one. I'm assuming that's why we gave that episode a 10 in that category. Other stuff happened in it.
Honey Dick. Honey Dick. Adam.
That's why it got 9 in problematic.
There's a lot going on in that episode. We had 2 different kids who had to...
God, Jesus Christ. Yeah, now I'm remembering.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Lunacy.
Good stuff.
Fantastic. Yeah.
Well, again, this was a really fun one, and
loved this. Loved this.
If this came on at a hotel room, I'd be like, Megan, leave it on this one. This
Dude,
one is
the
fucking
vampire
great.
shit, like the first act, you're just like, how is this an SVU? This is amazing. Because we drew this, 2 weeks ago or so?
Yeah.
And so when I watched it, it had been a while, and I'd forgotten the vampire shit until it was happening, and then I was like, oh, wait, yeah, there's vampire shit, isn't there?
Yeah.
And it gets there, and it's just like, oh, God, this is delightful. This is beautiful.
They really fully fleshed out that world.
Yeah. Yeah. Wonderful. Wonderful
Great
stuff.
stuff. Good stuff.
Way to
Good
go,
on the
Dan,
actors.
truly.
Good on the writing team. Good on the production.
Set
Everything.
deck.
Everything came together.
Set deck. Good on Pier 1. Way to go, Pier 1.
Yeah. Do you think Pier 1 funded this episode? They should have funded 100%. A little bit more.
This was at least paid by half by Count Chocula and Pier 1.
Not enough, because they were severely lacking extras in a scene where they always have fucking extras in those scenes.
Yeah,
where were they?
Yeah, where Stabler and Benson are CSU. Anyway.
It's time to roll another episode, isn't it, Josh?
Sure is. So, heading over to episode.lol, which was built for this podcast by a friend of the pod, Flat, but you can roll any show and get a random episode if you don't want to make a decision about what you're going to watch. Flet obviously co-created Cinequote.net with my Unkind Rewind co-host, Sean McGrath, who Adam may or may not see in 2 days.
See on Sunday. Yeah, we'll see.
The tape is spinning. Bill and Ted are unhappy because they don't like this. They don't like this one bit.
Oh, I hate that part.
And season 1.
Oh.
Episode 12.
Huh.
Russian love poem.
Okay.
Benson and Stabler investigate the murder of multimillionaire Andrew Harlan. They begin with Harlan's long list of male and female lovers and continue to a pair of Russian escorts, one of whom turns up dead, and the other's boyfriend confesses to the murder. Okay. I assume there's more episode than that, and they didn't just give everything away in 2 sentences.
Oh, I think there definitely will be. I'm looking at a Munch quote right now that's going to be kind of wild, I think. I have a feeling.
This one, Melissa Sage Miller's in it. As not ADA.
Yeah.
So that'll make it a brain melter.
Interesting.
I mean, honestly, I don't recognize any of the other names.
Yeah, we'll find out. Got some Ken Briscoe, some Cassidy, all the gang.
But yeah, it should be fun.
Yeah. Oh, they'll go to Brighton Beach. Maybe I'll see some
I mean, one hopes. They kind of have to,
they
right?
do,
If
yeah,
they
do.
Russians.
I mean, there's a lot of cards. There's 12 different cards.
Whoa.
On the fandom page.
But this is season 1, and it's kind of, season 1's obviously like...
It's paced different.
Yeah, it's a different show.
Yeah, they go to Moscow restaurant on Brighton Beach. Maybe it'll be
nice.
Maybe it'll be once.
I bet it's the same restaurant they went to later that we actually looked into.
That I've been
'Cause
to.
Locations already had that in their Rolodex.
Yeah. Well, it's a famous place. I'm blanking on it right now, but it's a famous place.
It starts with a T, I think, like Tip.
The Tatiana.
It's not Tipitina's. Yeah. It's not Tipitina's, obviously.
No, it's not. It's not. Different.
But it was
city.
like that. I remember
they both
it being
start
like
with
that.
New. Yeah.
Anyway.
So that should be fun. Now, guys, if you want to hear Josh and I talk about all manner of bizarre subjects for at least 45 minutes that he's going to cut out of this, if you want to hear that stuff, because that's where the good shit is, you need to join our Patreon. That's where you get all these episodes a week early, uncut. Now, if you want to discuss this episode, I already mentioned it, but our Discord's the place to do that.
Sure
You can
is.
find the links to that in our show notes or at our website, which is munchybenson.com, where you can find the links to all the other things, our email, our various social media accounts, our Zazzle merch page. I feel like we could have some Babs Daffy merch at some point.
Yeah.
You know, if it sticks in our craw. Actually, no. Let's be honest. We'd have a vampire sacrifice.
Let's be strong.
No,
Let's be strong, Adam.
We'd have a vampire sacrifice candle collection. That's what we'd have. Can you sell candles on Zazzle?
I need to make another cup that's just Dwight needs his juice.
Well, yeah, but we need one that says "from Sai to Sang," transition from Sai to Sang, and have it on a candle.
Yeah. God, I wonder if we could do that. Figure that out, Adam.
Yeah. I'll run it by the merch department.
Hey, if anyone wants to be our merch department.
Yeah. Speaking of which,
we will give you half of the merch money.
Do we get any?
Which right now is next to nothing. But that's mostly because Adam and I don't do it enough. If anyone wants to be our merch department, you can have half of the merch money.
Seriously. It's a lot of fun. It's just time consuming.
Neither of us have the time for graphic design bullshit.
Yeah, it's hard.
So.
It's time consuming.
If you want to be our merch team, just email the podcast munchybenson@gmail.com.
Yeah, it's a great idea. But Josh, I think that's it. I think we can get out there and start munching. But unlike Babs Duffy.
No, Adam, how dare you? How dare you even go to Babs Duffy when this is clearly a point where you should be talking about moving from Sai to Sang?
Well,
this is where we transition from Sai to Sang.
The juxtaposition here between the consensual Sai to Sang scene to the non-consensual Babs Duffy
sexually assaulting Stabler.
Yeah. Be vampire sacrifice. Don't be Babs. Don't be Babs, guys.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Don't be Babs.
Yeah. Steal blood from your work.
Steal blood that people gave to save people's lives.
Yeah.
Do that.
Yeah.
All right.
And now your hood is full of lesbians and we're ignoring you too.
Just get away from me.
So you sit down there in your shop and you seethe. And maybe screw up one of their names like you did with Babs just to piss a bitch off?
No, that was a mistake.
Yeah, a mistake, just like all us lesbians are a mistake. Except the good news is, you know how to correct us.
You're wrong.
But you want to make me right, don't you, Ronnie? Correct a bitch like me, grab me off of my feet, throw me onto that table and bend me all the way over because you've got everything you need to make me a real woman right between your legs.
And you'd love it. Just like those other two did. Every moment of it.
Goodbye, Ronnie.
Oh, you bitch! You bitch!